Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and this is my husband Drew, and on this channel we talk about life and relationships after leaving the church and do some commentary on the goings on in evangelical Christianity. So you guys are probably well aware that I get a lot of Christian Instagram reels on my Insta. It's kind of a self-inflicted problem because I tend to engage or send them to Drew.
Yes.
So the algorithm just keeps sending them to me.
Yep.
But recently I've been getting a lot of Christian products reels on Instagram, and a lot of them are really, really terrifying.
Yeah, we've been talking about these products when we go on our daily walks lately, and it's like, okay, it's time to talk about them publicly because they're pretty wacky.
Yeah, they're out there. I also thought just with everything going on, it's kind of a heavy time and people are feeling a little down. So in today's video, I thought we could do something that's just kind of funny and have a laugh. All right, so you ready to see these?
I have one that you haven't seen yet. I'm going to surprise you with it at the end.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. My atheist mom just found out I was a Christian after seeing the plushie I made. But it's not just a normal Jesus plushie. He breathes. Amen. May my mother come and know Jesus Christ.
Okay, wow. All right. I love that one of the comments is, can the sound be switched off? Because I think I would want to switch the sound off of that one. It's
there's just something about this that I find really, really creepy.
Yeah, it's very uncanny valley, right? Is it alive?
Also, I kind of feel like it's a bit sacrilegious too, because isn't the entire thing for Christians that he died and rose again and he's no longer on earth, he's up in heaven with God. So why would he be breathing as though he's here in human form? Isn't that kind of sacrilegious? I don't know.
I mean, if you're a Muslim, then yes, it's pretty clear that it would be. But Christians like their icons, and in today's hyper consumerist culture, I'm not assuming that this person actually made this. I'm assuming that it's something like a dropship thing.
Yeah.
Drop shipping breathing light up Jesus plushies is how we do Christian iconography now.
I also love how it's so obvious that they just took a reel that somebody else put up and then edited in all of this other stuff.
Yeah, whose reel did they steal for that?
I don't know, but I've noticed that there are other Christian companies that have similar products that use this same content in their marketing reels.
Like a narrative about an atheist being a meanie, and they were going to get back at the atheist with our amazing product.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so I wanted us to check out their website. So it says Breathing Jesus Plushie. Gentle breathing. The plushie's realistic breathing function provides good sleep. Spiritual reminder. Features a comforting image of Jesus to inspire faith. Ultimate comfort. Soft and cuddly, ideal for both children and adults. Oh, good. It's 50% off right now. It's only $42. Apparently, originally, it was $90.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
That seems way overpriced.
Well, you can't make it 30. You can't make it 30 pieces of silver because that would be that'd be too on the nose.
There was something that I wanted us. Oh yeah, and they're little facts. Okay, so they're frequently asked questions. When did you turn to Christ? October 22nd of 2024.
What?
Yeah. So whoever manufactures or makes these plushies, whoever the owner is, apparently they came to Jesus. They became a Christian less than a month ago, and they're already running a Christian business. I'm like, this does not seem real.
Yeah, no, no, not at all. Definitely not.
Also, in the reel itself, it says, "May my mother come and know Jesus Christ." I don't think that whoever is running this Instagram, at least, is. I think they're from some they don't speak English, because it's usually said may whoever come to know Christ, not come and know.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is just maybe some sort of Shein,
right, yeah,
Temu type product.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I don't see this as genuinely an actual Christian product. It's more just well, there's a really big market out there for goofy Christian products, and I have the ability to drop ship this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it.
Shadow is now available in gold-plated stainless steel. While these are better than the last ones I've gotten, they aren't perfect either. They have some defects, so if you want to know more on that, check the listing description. However, these do come with their own chains, so you won't need to buy them separately. Hopefully the next ones will be perfect. I appreciate the support, and like and follow for more.
Hell yeah. I like that. I love that. By the way, I sent this one to Taylor.
These are better than the last ones I've gotten. They aren't perfect either. They have some defects, so if you want to know more on that, check the listing description. However, these do come with their own chains, so you won't need to buy them separately. Hopefully the next ones will be perfect. I appreciate the support, and like and follow for more.
Look at how many likes this has. Over 73,000 likes.
I mean, honestly, I don't really hate this product.
No, I mean, like, see, this is what I like with, like, goofy Christian products. The last one is, like, they're pretending to be, like, almost like a ministry that sells a product and that it's genuine, and obviously it's, like, it's just fake. This is, like, this is the Sonic fandom being goofy and funny, and, like, you know, Sonic or Shadow on the cross has been a meme for, like 10 years, I think. And so they're just playing into it, which, you know, is great. I think it's funny.
Oh, the top comment is, I hope your business fails. Aww.
Well, that's not very nice.
As a God believer and a Sonic fan, this is too much. Respect Jesus.
Stop hating on Sonic for no reason.
Who the fuck crucified my boy?
What are his crimes?
Can you make upside down ones? There's an idea.
See, okay, while we were watching this, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually thinking if they made an upside down one, I might for real wear it.
Yeah,
like actually buy one and actually wear it.
It's kind of amazing.
Nice little conversation starter.
I went on a first date with a guy who was wearing one of these in silver. He ghosted me after.
Well, I mean, you know, we love and support women on this channel, but, like, I mean, if you're hating on him for that, then, like, maybe you just cut his losses. I don't know. All right, it's up to Taylor whether or not she's actually going to put this in her video, or if she can put this on screen. But check this classic image out. That's Christian Sonic.
Why is there SpongeBob?
So yeah, SpongeBob
And Shrek? What's going on?
As the Roman centurion or whatever. Yeah, you got it. You also you notice this little fella? You notice Tails looking a bit engorged there?
Oh God, no! What the hell?
Yeah. There's also a very particular symbol on Sonic's chest there that in this resolution of image you can't tell what it is, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
What is it?
It's a swastika.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Why is this a thing?
This is a classic, like, Christian Sonic meme, which
Really?
might be making
Okay.
fun of the fact that there's genuine Christian Sonic fans. Probably is making fun of that, but you know, I don't know. Maybe there are people who are they're Christian, they're Sonic fans, they're some kind of fascist, and they're into Vor. That's all, and SpongeBob, all in one image.
You know, I think I might not put this on screen. That might be a little risky. Especially considering I have a sponsor on this video.
No, yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know if I want
That's true.
to mess with that.
There we go. There you can see it.
What the? I'm so confused. Why?
The person who made this is not confused. They know themselves very well.
I feel like the last shred of innocence I had left is gone after seeing that.
I mean, I'll try not to rain on your parade here, but I'm not sure if you had a shred of innocence left to go.
POV, your Christian boyfriend travels overseas to study the Bible. I am not a Christian, so he got me this instead. He told me to turn on the lights for a surprise. This might actually make me convert to Christianity. It's just a verse on the wall. I mean, if that's all it takes to get you to convert to Christianity,
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Well, hey, I actually saw some comments recently when I was down an alt-right Christian YouTube rabbit hole, where somebody was saying that the thing that made them convert to Christianity was the opening and closing ceremonies of the Olympics. And they saw a video of like a Christian YouTuber pointing out how that was trying to like mock Christ. And the reason why they're trying to mock Christ is because they know that he's real and is the only threat to like man's, true profane desires and this kind of thing. And so they're like, oh, I converted to Christianity because I realized that the whole world, like all culture and politics, is all a conspiracy against the one true religion. And so I'm going to convert to the one true religion.
Have they never thought, like, maybe just Google that to see what it actually was? Because it was like the Feast of Dionysus.
Yeah, I don't think that a lot of the people who would convert to Christianity by seeing one verse or seeing that would really have the skills to be able to differentiate between people just making up conspiracy theories and people actually fact checking. I think it's pretty obvious that it's like, this is just marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the story's not real. No one's converting to Christianity. The people who made this, like, may well not even be Christian in the first place. I mean, I think that we could argue that this is, again, kind of sacrilegious or, like, disrespectful to people who are actually Christian. Just, like, literally creating a commodity to be sold and a narrative out of, like, I don't know. Out of real Christian experience, they're creating a narrative to just put in an ad.
Yeah. And they're stealing other people's content in order to make their, like, marketing reels.
Yeah.
And something I noticed about this one is that they, like, always have, like, a girl crying, and then she gets the projector, and then, like, everything's better. Or, like, there's a baby. Oh, I guess I can't show it because...
I want to see my atheist boyfriend burned all my Christian art.
They're just stealing content because...
Yeah. They're also getting called out in the comments. Like, this is obviously just rage bait, and you're generalizing about atheists in this really gross way. And
yeah. And they don't really get that much traction. But, there are some people that will see this and, like, oh, my God, I have to buy this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that there's anything wrong with the product. Like, the product seems fine. Like, I've seen these little projector things.
Yeah. I guess what is terrifying about this product in particular, it's not the actual product because it's not really, like, that big of a deal. But it's just, like, the way it's marketed.
Yeah.
It's always, like, this horrible atheist did this, and now I have my little Christian projector.
Yeah.
This was my atheist husband's reaction after he discovered that I tried to pray with my kids.
Obviously not their footage. Just
just like got it from somewhere else.
Yeah. There's a comment that says, not very Christian to use domestic abuse to sell a product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
I'm going to take things that never happened for 1,000.
Yeah.
At least people are, like, mostly seeing that this is kind of ridiculous.
Right.
Okay, so this next one isn't a reel. It's just a Amazon product.
Okay.
But
Ugh.
God has other plans.
Ugh. I thought this was supposed to be fun.
So God's other plans was killing a dude so that Trump could live? I mean, 'cause that's kind of what happened. Are they saying, like, he directed the bullet into a person that was behind Trump?
Yeah. Yeah, who died right there with his family. Like, yeah, I won't get too deep into it because it's supposed to be a fun video, but, like, this is a mainstream narrative. It's not a fringe narrative anymore.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's just, like, what people just plainly believe.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it a lot on Facebook because I'm still friends with some people that I used to work with who are very Republican and conservative and, like, big Trumpers. And that is kind of a thing that they will post about is how, like, God spared Trump's life.
Even though they're not
but
really...
another person died.
Yeah.
So if, like, God was in control of the situation, couldn't he have just made it so no one died? Or there wasn't a shooter at all? Like, that's not a possibility?
Well, as the incredible Catholic Bishop Barron says, you're in no position to articulate that premise. AKA,
because you're
a human and God's God. So who are you to question him? Just listen to what other humans are saying about God.
That's the ultimate cop-out.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is.
they always go to.
It is. Next.
When you're grown, but your dad still wants you to have accountability. Ugh.
I just think it goes along perfectly with the kind of Christian-y, girly decor of like having signs all over the place, having lots of letters and signs and bold text. Like, it goes along with that aesthetic, and it's Jesus, so.
Yeah, we saw this reel in a previous video that I did on like Daddy God Christianity, but yeah, I just like cannot get over how just creepy this is. Creepy to have that, because you're reminding yourself that someone is watching you all the time when you're in your bedroom doing whatever you do in your bedroom. First of all, that's like such a weird concept that God is watching you masturbate. God's watching like whatever you're doing in there, having sex. Why is God watching you do that? Like, that's really weird and pervy. But secondly, their dad bought this for them. It's just like, why are people so interested in the sex lives of women? Like, just creepy.
I mean, because women are objects and commodities to be controlled and manipulated for the benefit of men.
Yeah.
And that's why. I do have to say that I did feel some relief when I saw her actual dad in this. And, you know, it wasn't that she was calling God dad. Mm-hmm. I guess you can call God dad. It's not different than saying father, but I don't know. It just makes me cringe a whole lot harder when people like call God dad now.
Yeah,
so
it is kind of cringy.
Actual dad being in it, all right, a little bit less cringe.
I don't know. I feel like that makes it worse. Because, like, why is your dad involved with that, you know? Like, why is he buying that kind of stuff for you? Okay, so we've been spending a lot of time talking about these terrifying, creepy products, but why don't we take a few minutes to talk about a product that is actually really cool, and cool is even in the name.
Really?
Yeah. Let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, Mooncool. I'm really excited to talk about Mooncool today because I've absolutely fallen in love with this brand. Mooncool specializes in high-quality professional bikes, and what makes them stand out from other brands is that they actually offer electric trikes. Now, for those of you who might think trikes are a little silly for adults, I just gotta say, well, you're wrong, and you're also, like, no fun. Electric trikes are actually one of the most practical, not to mention eco-friendly modes of transportation, with their better stability and higher carrying capacity than traditional bikes. And in terms of electric trikes, you really can't do any better than Mooncool's TK Pro. The TK Pro comes with a 48-volt 20A lithium battery that, on a full charge, provides you with a 75-mile range, which is just insane. Like, I've been riding around my TK Pro for the last week, and I still have a 94% charge. It also has an HD display mounted on the handlebars, which gives you all the information that you'll need, like battery level and current speed. And in terms of safety features, it actually has a turn signal. So if you're riding on the road, you can easily let the cars around you know where you're headed. And it features hydraulic braking that has a stronger stopping power than traditional mechanical brakes. It comes with a 75-watt high-power motor, which means you can really get this baby up to a good clip. I've actually timed myself going from my apartment to my local grocery store, and it's taken me about 3 minutes, which is probably faster than if I went in my car. It's also really cool that the TK Pro has both a front basket and a rear basket, so you can load it up with all your groceries or all of the takeout that you just had to order at 1 a.m. Not speaking from experience. If you happen to live in a small space like I do, or just don't have any storage space, the TK Pro actually folds down to a smaller size. It features easy to use handles that allow you to fold the trike to store it or put it in your car. I highly recommend Mooncool, and you can get $100 off your purchase of $1,200 or more using my code ANTIBOT100. This coupon code will be in the description box below and in the pinned comment. You didn't hear this from me, but they also have a Black Friday sale going on right now. So now's really the time to buy so you can get the best bang for your buck. All right. Thank you so much, Mooncool. Now back to the video. Oh, this one is so terrifying.
Taylor's note just says creepy Jesus. What? What? Why?
I don't know. I'm all for like Jesus plushies, whatever. If you want to have a plushie of Jesus, that's fine. But why does this one look like this?
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's possessed. Like what's up with his eyes? They like look like they're piercing into my soul.
He looks like handsome Squidward, or like remember back in the day when the Wii came out and we were all making Miis?
Gosh. He looks like a Mii.
Yeah, he looks like a Mii.
He totally does. And also, like, why does he only have hair? It looks like in the front. It looks like he's bald on the top.
He might.
I don't know.
I mean, this has 442 ratings, so that means that, let's just assume that 50% of people rated it. I mean, this is definitely sold over, 800, over 1,000, probably a whole lot more units. And there are just, there are probably thousands of people right now that have this in their house, and it brings them joy and comfort of some sort. Good for them. It just couldn't be me.
Good for them, I guess.
So the movie Annabelle?
Yeah.
It's based on like the true story of what the Warrens went through with the haunted Raggedy Ann doll. Movie idea, remake of that, but with this instead of the porcelain. Like, I mean, that doll that they use in the movie is creepy.
Yeah.
But this, can you imagine the fuck me eyes Jesus? Like,
or what would be better is like Chucky.
yeah.
The thing with Annabelle is that doll in the movie is like super creepy, but the actual Annabelle doll, like the real one, is just a Raggedy Ann doll, and it's like there's nothing special about it. It's just your run-of-the-mill Raggedy Ann doll. All girls in the, I don't know, 80s?
The 70s, 80s, yeah.
Had one of those. Like, it's nothing super creepy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if they really want to sell a lot more of these, they need to make up a story where one of these gets possessed and used by the enemy.
Yeah.
And then they make some kind of movie or documentary about it.
They would sell a lot more that way. I can appreciate that they at least got the skin tone of this Jesus probably a little bit more accurate than is typical for Jesus plushies.
That's true.
I just don't know why they had to do him so dirty like that. Like, why?
That Jesus you want to watch you masturbate.
No.
Ugh.
This is a book called Ancient Aliens in the Bible, Evidence of UFOs, Nephilim, and the True Face of Angels in Ancient Scriptures. So I actually didn't really realize until more recently that there are actually quite a few people who do think that, like, aliens were in the Bible.
Yeah. Well, who else do you think, built all of those wonders and works and marvels of ancient architecture? You think it was non-Europeans? Come on.
This is obviously, just kind of like racism.
I like that the author's name sounds like a strain of weed. Like Xavient Haze. Ooh, I want to get that Xavient Haze. Give me a quarter of that.
Or it's like a hazy IPA or something.
Oh, yeah. I'd get some Xavient Haze.
Were the angels physical beings sent to perform specific tasks by their alien masters? So what are they trying to say? That they weren't actually angels, they weren't creations of God, they were actually came from aliens?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that, like, so I've made a video about how sci-fi is really just, it's kind of doing the same thing that theology always meant to do. It's just updated to be more in conversation with modernity, specifically science. And I kind of think that that's what this is attempting to do. It's just not selling itself as fiction. It's like updating theology into this paradigm of someone today who believes in, they have a more like naturalist bent. Like they're like, well, I don't know about angels. This kind of seems a little bit woo-woo, but like they're from another planet. I mean, a lot of people believe in aliens today, and a lot of scientists think statistically they're probably out there.
Yeah.
And that's enough to make it feel very plausible for some people. And then they funnel money into Xavier Hayes' pocket.
Ugh, it's crazy.
I don't know that this is as much of a change to the theology as some people might think, though. Because I think that, you know, this idea that like angels are a different type of being on a completely different plane of existence, and they're supernatural and we're natural, you know, that's a very modern understanding of like all these beings and things that are in, like, you know, especially the Old Testament. And I don't think that, you know, the people who wrote this kind of stuff originally in the Bible would have really thought about it that way. Like, I think that if you would have been like, so they're physical beings and they're from another world, I think the ancient Jews would be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't think like from another planet because they didn't necessarily know that planets existed. But I don't think that it's as far off from, you know, embodied actual creatures as you know, we might assume it is.
Yeah, we just watched that movie Knowing with Nicolas Cage, where I think that there is a vibe of that in the movie. They don't directly say that the angels are aliens, but just the aesthetic of it and the way they're depicted, I think that a lot of people could draw that conclusion because it's based off of like a passage in Ephesians. So, yeah, I guess it's not like that crazy to kind of marry these two worlds and make one cohesive narrative out of them, but I just didn't, like, I knew that people thought this, but I didn't realize that this was like as prevalent of a opinion as it actually is. Like, a lot of people think this.
Yeah, I mean, Graham Hancock is super famous and has like 2 giant documentaries on Netflix now.
Yeah, they're like super popular on Netflix.
Like, I mean, right-wing media like Chris Williamson has, you know, people like this on. Like, there's actually not very much separation between like the scientific skeptic world and like this at this point, because The Hinge is like right-wing media. So yeah, I mean, it's getting pretty popular now among a lot of people.
G.I. Jesus, a real biblical hero.
Oh my God, Mark Driscoll would love this.
Gosh, no. Yeah, he absolutely would. Messiah, code name Jesus of Nazareth.
Hell yeah. G.I. Jesus. It's like a picture from the movie Rambo, right? Along with that, I don't know what that painting of Jesus is from, but white Jesus on top of Rambo's forearms and machine gun.
I feel like this is the most American thing possible.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing we know about Jesus, it's that he was definitely super pro-military, right?
Yeah.
He didn't talk about like turning the other cheek, or, you know, he wasn't like a pacifist at all.
Right.
I mean, I guess there is that passage that talks about how he didn't come to make peace, but like came with a sword or something. So I guess you could maybe interpret that. But overall, I feel like Jesus was more like pacifist than anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say that he was like a warmonger. I mean, I do think that he came to, you know, or he spoke of essentially overthrowing the Roman government in a way, but maybe he thought that was going to be like something God did. I don't really know that he was encouraging military action.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that.
My real big takeaway on this one is that, one, Mark Driscoll I think would love this, and 2, I am a little bit surprised that they kept the robe going on there. I'm a little bit surprised there's no pants, but good on them for not updating it to modern masculine sensibilities. Okay, I have one last one to show you. Okay. You're gonna love it.
What? What's happening? Wait, what? I'm so confused what that even is. Okay, it's Jesus shooting lasers out of his eyes at a kid?
At a kid's head, and he's making his head explode.
Oh, I was like, it looked like, you know, those aliens from Stranger Things that like their face was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, is it supposed to be an alien?
It does look like that.
Like,
yeah.
What's going on?
No, it's not anything that crazy. It's just Jesus lasering a kid's head until it pops, just like
Why?
Homelander. I don't understand like the context in which this was made. This is not like a product for sale that I've seen. It's just like Jesus being Homelander. I think that somebody took a sculpture that was already here of Jesus like loving the little children, and they they did some reworking and made a head that could go onto the kid's body.
This is wild. I love their choice in music too.
Yeah.
Jesus Take the Wheel. That's pretty amazing.
Perfect.
Wow. All right, well that is all of the terrifying Christian products that we have for you guys today. I hope that you had a laugh at this. I know we definitely did.
You guys should go to Taylor's Instagram and send her more terrible Christian products, because there's probably a lot more out there.
I would love that. Totally. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a huge thank you to my patrons who help make these videos possible. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. If you'd like to follow me on social media, my Instagram is Taylor_the_antibot. And if you'd like... He's so grumbly. If you'd like to consider supporting this channel financially, a link to my Patreon will be down in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. Say bye!